Hello. Good morning. How are you guys doing? Let me share my. Okay, let me send this link to the community group chat so you guys can be aware. And also, I'm going to send this to. Okay, quick one. Okay, I'm going to share my screen now. So let me just share screen, and then we can get started. Share my screen. Okay. Sorry for the delay, guys. So, we are going to be looking at USD today. So the last signal I gave last week, we were expecting to sell from this region, but we kind of had an early entry, even though we were able to break even. So, like, no loss, no win. But you guys can see that we were right on the direction. The directional bias was right because you can see this is the daily time. This is the daily time frame, and you guys can see we're expecting to sell from here, and that is exactly what is happening now. Excuse me. You can see price reacting from here. Price came into this region and started reacting, gave us this move downward here. So now we are having sellers in the market now pushing price downward. How do we even know that? You could see this is our resistance level here. This is our resistance level. Some people can call it our supply level, or this is a bearish order block here. So price got into this level. You can see I marked it and then start dumping from here. Let's go to 50 minutes time frame because when I mark out my point of interest on the higher time frame, I love to on the daily I mark out my order block on the daily. I don't trade the daily order block. The reason why we had an early entry last week was because we were trading this daily order block. But price was still moving upward to mitigate the other time frame order blocks, like on the 1 hour. So when I marked my point of interest on the daily, that is, I'm expecting a change, mass movement in another direction from that particular point of interest I marked on the hourly, because I use the hourly time frame as my directional bias. So when I do that, I go to 4 hours and I still mark out my order block too in 4 hours. And 1 hour, I mark out my order block in 1 hour. Because sometimes this market is very unpredictable, and mostly you can like just see that price might not come to 1 hour time frame, a 1 hour order block before giving you a change of character. So I use 15 minutes, sometimes 5 minutes, but I focus more on 15 minutes to give me a change of character to confirm that okay, price is reacting from my point of interest, and I can see a change of character. If I'm buying, I want to see a change of character is simply the first break of structure in the opposite direction. For example, now this is USDJPY and we were bullish, right? So we have been having structure to the upside. You can see we have been having structure to the upside. Forget about this one. We have been having multiple structure to the upside. And then for the very first time, we got a change of character to the downside. But this market was actually struggling to dump, and that was why I would say we should take a sharp break even. So it gave us this change of character here. Well, I told you guys, for you to confirm a direction in the market, you need to see two or more break of structure to that particular direction before you can now say, okay, now we have more sellers in the market. So this is the first break of structure here on 15 minutes. And then market was ranging and then gave us a second break of structure here. So now we can trade. This is a second break of structure here. I think this is a second break of structure here that we have. So what do we do now? We need to look for a sell opportunity in those markets. Okay, we need to look for a sell opportunity. So if I'm trading from 15 minutes, I have, in as much as I have this break of structure, and I'm feeling when I go to 1 hour, now let's go to 1 hour, you can see this is 1 hour break of structure here, which is good, all right? That means we have a break of structure now in 1 hour that confirms that we are literally bearish now. So I will want to go to this 15 minutes again, and then I have an I have mind you, I have a 15 minutes break of structure here. Even though this is my 1 hour break of structure, this is my 15-minute break of structure here. So we said an order block is the last bullish candle before a strong move downward. So what I'm going to do is to mark out my order block now. So I'm going to mark out my order block from here. I'm going to use this region as my order block. So because I'm marking my order block here does not mean price cannot get to this level too and start selling from here. Or does not mean price can just not bother to come to this level and just react from this region here, start dumping, you know. But I want to take my order block from here and see. So what I'll do now is to, when I take my order block from here, I want to make sure my stop loss is above this high here. My stop loss is above my high here. So the reason why I don't give you guys coordinates on the group chats is because I want you guys to go into the chat and get your hands dirty. You know, because I want you guys to take trades by yourself and confidently make money by yourself. So you can see I want my stop loss to be below here, to be below that region. And if you are a smart money trader and you are looking for, okay, my confluences, let me see my fair value gap or my imbalance, you know, you may want to take this as your order block. Excuse me. So this is 8:39. And the reason why I just love to just trade immediately I spot a confirmation to the downside, I don't mind this ranging. I just make sure my stop loss is above, is because price has gone way downward. But you can still enter though. I'm just saying that this could have been a very good profit. This could have been a very good profit. Okay, so now you guys know the directional bias in the market, right? Of price in the markets. We have sellers in the markets now, so you want to join them. So the only thing you need to do is to send your entry to the group chat so that you guys can learn from each other. But now, if you want to buy now, that means you are literally trading against the trend, and you don't want to do that. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, can you type in the group chat, in the chat, please? Okay. Okay. Let me see. Okay, great. Okay. Oh, okay. 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 You guys can hear me. Okay. Do you know what? I'm going to get a different this thing, USDJPY. I have a lot here. And so I can I can show you guys something about market structure. Okay, so you guys can see this is how the chart is looking on the daily time frame. This is how it's looking. And so we have this bearish movement downward, and then we started having buy bias here, breaking structure to the upside. And then this is how the chart looks, right? And then we have this break of structure here to the downside again. And then we have a change of character here all of a sudden. So how do we even get that? So I'm going to take my path through now, and then we are going to do something, just something very simple this morning. Because most of you here trading, understanding the higher time frame directional bias is quite difficult for you guys. So what I do is like going to the monthly time frame now. Sorry, going to the monthly time frame. Can you guys see what is going on here? So this is the monthly time frame. I'm just going to mark out my high. You guys see we have a high here. The market was able to create this low, push upward again, gave us this high, created this low, gave us this high, created this low. We have this high, this low. So do you guys know that when markets create highs and lows, price always um targets the highs and lows in the markets? And now this is monthly time frame. So one candle is for an entire month. Do you understand? One candle is for an entire month. So we have this structure on the monthly time frame. So moving to that, now you can see the reason why USDJPY is bullish on the higher time frame is because price need to go into this level. Price need to go into this level and mitigate this bearish order block here. Can you guys see what I'm drawing? Then start dumping again. You can literally see from the structure, right? We have high here. Price went into this high here and pull back, then continue, went, created this high, came to this region again to mitigate because we are buying low and we are selling high. Price went to this high, sell from that region, move upward again, created a break construction to the upside here. Price came into this region. Can you guys see? Market structure is quite simple if you understand what I'm doing, if you can just pay attention. So price came into this region again. You can see we have a low here, and then we have a break of structure there to the upside. That's our break of structure here. Into this region, mitigated our order block here. So the reason why we don't find an entry on this higher time frame is because the candles are quite, the pips they covered, it's large, so you want to go understand your directional bias and go to the lower time frame to find entry from. So you can see price came into this region, and then you can see market buys all the way to this region again, all the way to this region. Market was able to break structure to the downside here before moving all the way to this region. You could see when market got to this region, you can see the sell again. We got a sell down to this level. And now we are buying from this level here. So we are expecting market to now come to this region again. Then we can have, the market is going to reverse when market is able to mitigate this region. So that is what is going on now. If you can see USDJPY from the wider view on the higher time frame, we are bullish. And the reason why we have sell opportunity on the lower time frame now is because of pullback. So we are in a bullish market doesn't mean we can have sell opportunity, because markets always, when markets create a structure, it pulls back to that region to mitigate the other block and continue its movement to the upside to break another structure. So when we have continuation of break of structure to the upside, that is to tell you that, okay, we are having more buyers in the market breaking structure to the upside. you know so guys, I'm thinking of, I just know I have a lot of you guys in my community that really don't. You guys have learned how to trade and the rest, but the basics of market structure, which is the key thing, you guys still don't understand it. So I am going to discuss with you guys in the community group chat on Telegram, because I want to maybe like be hosting live um videos like this. So we'll be picking out topics. Maybe today we'll talk about market structure, tomorrow we'll talk about how to identify valid break of structure or other block, how to find a good entry. So we have each day we have special topics that we are discussing about. So I know I asked you guys to let out your concerns on the group chats. I'm still going to go back to that one. I know a lot of you wrote a lot of things on psychology, so we are going to be treating that one. I'm going to go to the group chat. I'm going to be scheduling that one to Sunday this week, so we can. I'm going to be dropping the time on the group chat. Okay, so back to what we are saying now. So you can see we are expecting price to come into this resistance level here so we can sell. But you can see from the higher time frame now we are in a bullish market. Okay, so let's go to the weekly time frame. You can see from the weekly time frame now it's clear right here. All right, so we have a break of structure here to the upside. We mark this from the monthly. You can see how these things align, right? Then price go into this region, because we say the last bearish candle before a strong move upward in a bullish market is our order block, and then give us this beautiful movement upward. And then price was able to mitigate our order block here and give us this movement to the downside. So now price came to this level. Price came to this level, and excuse me, downward here, and then start buying from here. And you can see from this entire leg, this price, this high here was able to create this low. This low here created this high. This high created this low. So we have this low here now. We're expecting price to go into this resistance level here. You know, and before that, you guys can see we're having break of structure to the upside, and this like to confirm that okay, we are bullish. Mind you, one candle here is for an entire week. You know, So you guys can see what is going on. So let's go to the daily. So this is how to do multiple time frame analysis from the higher time frame to the lower time frame. Now you can see market is still telling us the same thing. But now on the weekly time frame, now we have a more broader view than the monthly time frame. You know, from the weekly time frame, now we can see our break of structure clearly here. We are not able to see that, even though we're able to understand that, okay, we are bullish, but we're not able to see the structure on the monthly. But here you could see we have this on the monthly, we have this structure on the weekly time frame, and then you can see how market always mitigate these structures before moving upward. So let's go to the daily now and see. Okay, I'm going to take off this. So you guys can see what is going on, right? So we marked this from the weekly. So from the weekly, we are not able to see that we have a break of structure to the downside here. I'm just going to mark it on my daily time frame. You guys can see we have a break of structure to the downside here. So when we have a break of structure to the downside, break of structure creates opportunity for us to trade. This time around, we are having a break of structure to the downside. So when we do have a break of structure to the downside, it's an opportunity to sell. So I want to take, this is my daily time frame point of interest. So the reason why you keep seeing plenty colors, I just like to mark it and then know that, okay, this one represents my daily time frame point of interest here. So this is my daily time frame order block, and this is my break of structure here. This is my break of structure to the downside. You can see this is I'm having break of structure to the upside here. That is a confirmation that I am bullish, right? But I am targeting here. That means I'm expecting price to get all into this region. So do you know what will happen if price get into this region? If price get into this region now, we are expecting this market to keep selling downward here. So that is another possibility that can happen in the market. So because this daily time frame is my point of interest, does that mean that I'm going to excuse me, I'm going to find my entry here? No, let's go to 4 hours and see. So the reason why you don't trade higher time frame, you use them as your directional bias, is because you want to reduce risk. Each candle there is for an entire day, so it covers a wide range of pips compared to my 1 hour. My 1 hour is basically just for an hour, you know. Also, you can see if I'm marking my order block now, I'm going to literally take this as my order block now from this region. So that means I'm expecting price to come into that level and then come all the way to my 4 hours order block and mitigate my 4 hours order block. And then I can go as low as 15 minutes again to mark out my order block. So when price get into this region, I know that, okay, this is now I should be focusing on getting a long sell. So if I'm a swing trader and I want to trade, what I'm going to do is to still go to my monthly time frame and see when price get into that region on 1 hour or on the or on 4 hour, whichever time frame I'm trading from is my entry. I want to take my profit from here. This is where I want to take my profit from. This is where I want to take my profit from. And this is me being a little conservative, right? I want to take my profit from here. I want to sell all the way into this region to take my profit from. I think one the weekly did more justice to this. So I want to take my profit from here, being conservative. But mind, excuse me, but mind you, I have a break of structure here. I want to take my profit from here, or I can still just take my profit from here. But mind you, that doesn't mean we are not going to be having buy as markets still as market is going to sell from here. We are going to like this, we have this high, the sell will be longer, and then market will go into this level to back again, mitigate another block, pull back again. Sorry, this is not pullback, this is impulse movement now. So this is a bearish market. So one of the characteristics of a bearish market is the pullback is buy. You see, pullback is bullish, impulse is bearish. Pullback is bullish, impulse is bearish. So you can as well follow the pullback upward to buy, mitigate a bearish order, you know. Then you follow the direction of the price to the downside again. You buy from this low to this region, you mitigate an order block, a bearish order block, you move down again. You see, that is how its market structure works in the market. Yeah, so somebody will be saying, okay, so we are bullish, so why am I looking for sell opportunities? Very good. So this is our daily, right? So this is our daily here, and then we have this pullback here, and then so let's go to 4 hours and see. Can you see in 4 hours we have a break of structure? So market move, created this high, give us this low here, created this high and move again. So here we have a break of structure to the downside, and price has already mitigated that region. So we are expecting a pullback. So this is another opportunity, another possibility that can happen in the market. So we are expecting a pullback. So market can pull or back all the way into this on our higher time frame break of structure here, mitigate this break of structure, and then buy from here, you know, then buy from this region into this level. This is a resistance level. Definitely, price is going to go into this level. But for now, our internal structure is telling us that we have a break of structure to the downside 4 hours, and then we have a break of structure to the upside here. So we are expecting price to pull into this level. It's either you wait for price to come into this level, then you can buy from this region. You can get a confirmation on 15 minutes, can see a break of structure to the upside, then you buy from this level. Or you can get a clearer understanding of this sell, and then you sell into this level, and then you still buy from this level. And if you are a swing trader, when you are buying from this level, after you have gotten your confirmation, you want to take your profit from here, because market can reverse from this region. Okay. And mind you, we still have a gap. When market creates gaps, it always comes back to fill the gaps. So we still have gap. Market left aggressively to fill. So you guys have questions? Yes, it will be uploaded. I have to let you guys go now. I have class by 9:30, so I'm going to be ending this here. So I'm going to go to the group chat now and then type in I'm scheduling it to Sunday. Yeah, so Sunday we can have an interactive Q&A. Okay, then you can leave all your questions in the group chats, and then for the teaching that concerns you guys, maybe like we can start with technical analysis, because so we can always work together, and then you tell me what maybe like you don't understand how to identify break or structure, or you don't understand market structure or other block or entry, and then we can work on that one, you know. But then I want to see you guys questions, so I know that at least you guys are benefiting from this and we are not just doing it for like doing sake. Yeah, I would love to analyze good, but I have class by 9:30 and I'm starving. I need to eat before my session with one of my students. So next time we can analyze good. But you guys know gold is selling really hard. Gold is selling really hard. And I feel it's restricting on USDJPY to sell as well. Gold is selling very hard. Gold created a break of structure to the downside. It's something we can say, okay, we have a change of character to the downside. So we can just say change of character to the downside. I'm just going to mark out the structure. I have to go. And then now we have another price was able to create another lower high. So now we have a second break of structure to the downside. I'm going to take this out. So can you see? Price was able to close below this low here, giving us the break of structure to the downside. So we are bearish. So for now, you have to look for a sell opportunity here. So it's confirmed that we are in a bearish market here because we have a break of structure, a change of character here, and then we have a break of structure to the downside here. I mean, okay. So you guys can see we have a support level here. So let's see what is going to happen from there. Well, gold is quite all right. You guys have a great day and stay profitable. All right. See you guys next time.